Ladies and gentlemen, your judges for this bout are Freddie Raffin, Arnold Golger, Sergio Silvi. Your official timekeeper is Nick White, and your referee, Robin Dolpier.
You respect the rule as a referee. Okay, made a good fight.
Final words of instruction from the French referee, Robin Dolpier. Now Thaxton, at 34, tries to win this European title. He's been matched hard through his career. He's fought some good men, pushed Ricky Hatton hard back in 2000, been in with Eamon McGee, Jason Rowlands, always had a tendency to cut. I'm sure his cornermen would hope that that's not going to be a factor tonight. He's healed remarkably well from what was a bad injury against Romanov. Talked to him yesterday, and looking close at the damaged area above his eyes, there's very little scar tissue, which I have to say surprised me. But how sharp can he look? He's going to have to be at his best against this guy. Melero, experienced, capable, and arguably a little bit fresher, perhaps, than Thaxton.
Thaxton doing the right thing, taking the centre of the ring. Just pacing himself quite nicely. Switch hitter Thaxton, right-handed and left-handed stance. To good effect.
Now trained by Graham Everett, formerly with the Ingle camp, Jon Thaxton. Support bandage around Melero's left knee. I wonder whether his mobility is going to be affected by that. Well, this is a real good old-fashioned exchange right in the early moments of this round, of this fight. And Thaxton showing immediately that he's going to try and really stick it on this man, trying to lay the pressure from word go.
Yeah, Melero just being very cool about things. Just riding the early onslaught from Thaxton. Poker-faced is Melero, showing absolutely no expression whatsoever.
Got a decent jab, Melero. His right hand is his danger shot, and Thaxton stumbles backwards. It's a slip, the referee saying. Must confess, I checked with the bookmakers earlier on today to see what the odds were on this fight. Both of them 6-5 on, 25-1 or thereabouts the draw. So it's absolutely, as far as the bookies are concerned, a pick-em contest. Every shot that Thaxton lands, you can be sure, will reach a buzz of acclaim here. He's got sort of cult hero status down here in East Anglia, Jon Thaxton. He was on the pitch at Carrow Road last week, drumming up support among the Norwich City faithful. He does have this tendency to cut, though. And it may be that he's cut already. No, it's Melero who's cut under the right eye. Juan Melero's trainer, Ricardo Sanchez Acocha, is the man doing his own cut work there, trying to staunch the flow of blood. And there you see it, it's not a good one, that. Thaxton, the man who usually cuts in fights, and that is not a good cut for Melero. It's above the eye, under the eyebrow, and if that opens up again, blood will flow into the eye and affect his vision.
Yeah, almost certainly that will impair the vision.
It's the right eye. Well, Thaxton going in maybe a little bit with the head there and getting a word from the referee, Robin Dolpier.
Could this be justice for Thaxton? You know, the guy that normally cuts. Now his opponent in such an important fight has received the cut.
Well, he certainly doesn't look like, in any sense, a shot fighter or an old man in the early stages of this, Jon Thaxton. He's gone in there fighting with real purpose, carrying it to Melero in the early stages. How did he score that opening round, incidentally, Duke?
Gave the first round to Thaxton, persistence, busier.
Jon Thaxton, would you believe, has trained 14 times in his career for 12-round fights. That's the level which he's fought for so long. He's doing well here. Melero being outgamed.
Well, you know, there's a lot of miles on the clock with Thaxton, I promise you that, but you know, as he's already said, you know, he trains really, really hard, gets himself in tip-top shape.
Quality shot again, that right hand.
Nice shot from Thaxton.
He's finding a little bit of the form that won him the British title back in 2006 when he beat Lee Meager. That was one of his better performances in recent years. Did a number on Scott Lawton, then Dave Stewart after that. Desperately wanted the Amir Khan fight, of course, and said to me this week, well, you saw what Brady's Prescott did to Khan. I'd have found the left hook which would have done the same. Possibly something that we'll never know now.
Thaxton still being busy, still trying to get inside, swinging in those overhand hooks. Melero just had a little bit of success with his own straight punches, but not busy enough.
Jono, the chant goes up. Thaxton, by his own admission, said this week, I'm not the best boxer of all time, but I'm fit, I'm ready, and I come to battle. That's why people follow me. Another good round. Well, they've got plenty of grease across that cut right eye, doing a good job tidying up. Interesting that in the Thaxton corner, Dominic Ingle was the man doing most of the talking. Of course, it was Thaxton who'd early in his career been in that Ingle gym. And we've already heard tonight Jon Thaxton doing, Dominic Ingle doing a terrific job motivating Danny McIntosh to win the English light heavyweight title. Now trying to do similarly for Thaxton. Melero needs to do something to impose himself on this fight.
Yeah,
that left knee, Duke, he doesn't look as though he's particularly mobile, Melero, and I think he's struggling a bit.
Yeah, but they're very, very cool in Melero's corner. Very cool, very all together, no panic at all. He just ate that overhand right from Thaxton, though. Stopped him in his tracks.
That's a nice right-hand counter, though, from Melero. Caught him in short. Nice crisp, short right hand. See Junior Witter over on the far side of the ring there, giving his encouragement. He sparred 10 or 12 rounds with Thaxton in the run-up to this, and he is convinced that Jono, his mate over the years, will win.
Well, Melero's struggling with the switch hitting, which Thaxton's posing it on him. The right-handed stance is giving him problems, and he switches back left, and he can't quite fathom it out.
Thaxton's doing well so far, keeps this up, he's going to win this title. Long, long way to go, though, of course. It's a 12-round fight. A lot can happen. Melero's cut, dabs at the right eye as he got into that clinch. Thaxton's trying to target it. Good body shots, though. That one was aimed at that right eye, taken on the gloves by Melero.
Right now, Thaxton's fighting the perfect fight. The pace is right, the timing's right, the distance is right. Melero isn't being effective at all.
Oh, great shot! Great shot from Thaxton! That is an it's all over, the fight is over, and Jon Thaxton is the European champion with perhaps the best shot he has thrown in his entire career. Brilliant right hand, he rules Europe.
Could you ask for a better finish? The pace was right, as I said. Thaxton was lining it up, he took his time, he was happy, threw the shot. As soon as it landed, he made his way back to his corner because that Melero was not going to beat the count. Sensational finish.
Absolutely stunning punch from Jon Thaxton. Melero just receiving a bit of treatment in the ring, keeping a very close look on him. Safety in British boxing is as good as anywhere in the world now, and they'll perhaps give him he's up on his feet, he's just stunned. He was stunned but not seriously concussed. He's recovered okay, I don't think he knew too much about it. But Jon Thaxton, well, he deserves some congratulations. It's been a long road for Thaxton. In the 90s, he was matched hard, as I said. He lost to people like Colin Dunn, Emmanuel Augustus, Jason Rowlands he lost to Hatton, he lost to Eamon McGee. He never stopped believing in himself, and here tonight, he has done it.
He certainly has. He has a passion for boxing, as he's already stated. And now it's like payback time. He's effectively champion of half the world. The European title is a very prestigious championship, and I'm sure his manager stroke promoter will be pushing for him now to get a world ranking. And perhaps, who knows, Jon Thaxton in 6-12 months from now, if he's got that sort of time left on the clock, will be fighting for a world championship.
He dreams of a world championship. A real one. He fought for the WBF title a few years ago and won that one, but that's kind of a bauble which doesn't really count. He wants the big one. He wants WBC, IBF, WBA or WBO, and look at that smile on his face. You see exactly how much it means to him, and what a spectacular finish it was when it came.
Well, look at this finish. I mean, Baxton's got his head down. What a left hook. I mean, how can you... That's a right hook, in actual fact, out of an orthodox stance. It's a right hook.
Great punch. He's got a noted left hook, but that was the right hand, right on the button, and you don't throw them any better than that. Watch this.
Fantastic shot, absolutely fantastic shot.
He wasn't going to get up from that one.
And Thaxton knew. Look how he goes back to his corner. He knew the connection was just perfect. Doesn't even really look at him, just goes back to the corner.
Melero still getting a bit of oxygen in his own corner. And Thaxton going over and just making sure everything's okay. That, I'm sure, is precautionary. He looks all right, his wits are about him. Jon Thaxton, though, how much does it mean to him? He's going to have so many good thoughts, good feelings going through him now. It's been a long road. At 34, a lot of people were ready to write him off. Not so.
Well, it's nice to see a nice guy come through. Hopefully we won't get any tears out of Jono tonight, and he'll be absolutely elated with the victory. But he likes to shed a tear or two.
There might be a few tears of joy. Neil Featherby, who's been involved with him, Dominic Ingle by his side, a happy Mick Hennessy behind, Junior Witter, so long a mate and a training partner. They sparred together in the run-up for this, and you can see that Junior is very much sharing in a very happy moment.
Well, stablemates for a long, long time. But tonight's all about Thaxton and the victory, and now the new European champion.
That's a handshake from Barry McGuigan, and Juan Melero still getting a little bit of treatment. There's Barry having a word with Jon Thaxton, who I'm sure will appreciate very much the words of congratulations from a former world champion in our man at ringside with Jim Rosenthal tonight, Barry McGuigan. And Melero still just, well, I don't think he quite knows what hit him, did he? His trainer there, Ricardo Acocha, he'll be having a few words of consolation. Jon Thaxton, I can't remember him ever throwing a better punch than that.
Well, he's done it several times in his career, I promise you that. But I think McGuigan will be quids in tonight, because little side bet with Carl Froch there.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. He's got his fiver, hasn't he? He's picked up his fiver. The Froch £5 will be changing hands. Melero's up on his feet now. Thaxton continues to celebrate, and we can, I think, go and get a confirmation of the results, and of course the European Champions belt, which will be presented now to the new European champion Jon Thaxton.
Ladies and gentlemen, Before we make this official, how about a round of applause for Juan Carlos Diaz Melero? Referee Robin Dolpier has stopped this fight at 2:29 of the third round. Your winner and European lightweight champion, Jon Thaxton!
Do I detect a little quiver of the bottom lip? Maybe. You wouldn't be surprised. Jon Thaxton, Jim, he's done it.
Sensational performance. Thank you very much, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the bout, please welcome Supervisor Diaz Melero.
Well,
Jim,
we'll
it's
get
all
his
yours.
emotions very shortly. The proudest night of Jon Thaxton's career. And he has won that belt at home. Well done, John. We'll have a chat shortly.